Hello and welcome to my game presentation idea for EZELO. EZELO is a single-player, third-person action-adventure game set within a large open world that has come under threat from invaders known as the Ndrunga. In EZELO, the player is tasked with fending off these foreign invaders by taking control over one of three powerful classes, each with unique abilities. These classes include the Technomancer, the Druid, and the Berserker. Based on the class that the player has chosen, they will be given the option to use an array of weapons, each with unique capabilities and combat styles. Once the player has selected the class of their choice, they will be able to venture out from their race's homeland and explore the various environments within EZELO. During this exploration, the player will encounter numerous beasts that will engage with the player in real-time combat. If the player is able to overcome the beast and put them into a weakened state, they will be given the option to tame them. The player will be able to select one tamed beast at a time to help them on their journey, growing with them. Tamed beasts may be swapped at any time with other beasts that they had tamed previously while out of combat. As the player explores the world and combats enemies, they will level up, allowing for them to unlock new skills, equipment, and rarer beasts that they may tame. The general idea for this game takes the beast taming aspect of Pokemon and combines it with the world's exploration and combat found in Monster Hunter World. As the game is designed to be a large open world, I wanted to emphasize the exploration aspect of this world, allowing the player to traverse interesting and unique environments and encounter a variety of beasts and Ndrunga, and for this exploration to be supported with rewards in the form of experience points and unique encounters. Encountering beasts or Ndrunga will lead to combat, which is another important aspect of this game. This combat is designed to challenge the player, with most combat encounters requiring careful planning and skill. As mentioned, exploring areas, fighting and taming beasts, as well as fighting Ndrunga, will reward the player with experience points. These accumulated points then translate to the players leveling up, unlocking new skills, new equipment, and beasts that can be tamed. The player will most often encounter the Ndrunga in or around the outposts. These outposts are core to the gameplay as they form part of the key objective for the player, i.e. saving the world of EZELO from the Ndrunga. New outposts may be formed during the game, requiring the player to actively stay on top of their objective. Here we can see how the game's core loop is supported and an emphasis is placed on exploration. The player will be provided with a map that allows them to identify locations and objective progression. One of the key objectives of the player is overthrowing outposts and their leaders, the progress of which will be shown using a hierarchical tree. The player's leveling up system and skills that they may unlock will be mapped along a skill tree that they can access at any time. As the player encounters and tames beasts, they will collect information on the beast and store it within a compendium. EZELO uses a simple compulsion loop that aims to keep the player engaged with the game world that they are exploring, which in some parts can be quite challenging due to the design restraints of the terrain as well as enemies that the player may encounter. Here we can see how the player's exploration, resource gathering, combat, and beast taming provides them with experience points that translate to leveling up, gaining skill points and resources such as crafting, reagents, and equipment. Through leveling up and gaining additional skills and equipment, the player is able to venture further into the world, discovering new ideas, reclaiming territories, and fighting or taming new and more challenging beasts. As this game will include a large open world with numerous objectives and activities, the design of the game will emphasize interactivity and agency throughout, both on a mechanical and narrative level. This interactivity and agency aims to increase player involvement and engagement with the game's world and its story. As mentioned, the player will be able to select between three different classes at the beginning of the game. These classes include the Technomancer, the Druid, and the Berserker. Here we can see the Technomancer class and how this class uses technology in order to augment their body and their physical attacks. Following on from the Technomancer, we can see the Druid class, who prioritizes the use of magic, allowing for the use of both long-range attacks as well as supporting abilities for allies and tamed beasts. Finally, we can see the Berserker class, who relies on strength above all else. As such, the Berserker is particularly deadly at close range. And finally, we can see examples of the beasts that the player may encounter and tame within the world. The beasts will often be larger than the player's character and possess devastating combat abilities. Thank you for your time.